Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the first three episodes of The Mandalorian Season 2 and my thoughts on them. I have enjoyed the season so far. The first episode was really good. It really hit the gate running. Um, there may be spoilers in this, so spoiler warnings ahead. Um, I really enjoyed the first season, so I was happy to get back in the saddle, ready for the second season. I like the fact that especially the beginning of the first episode kind of has this western feel to it. You almost expect to see Clint Eastwood somewhere. It's kind of nice. They're on Tatooine again. I'm a little sick of Tatooine, but it fits here. Now, why do all Star Wars planets only seem to have one ecosystem? Every single one they go to, I'm sure I'm not. I'm sure other people have pointed that out. But yeah, every single planet seems to have one ecosystem. But we're on the desert planet again, and seeing the Marshal in the Boba Fett armor is fantastic. That's nice. I saw that. I'm like, you see it have that split second too, where you see it, and you're like, then you realize it's not Boba Fett. And you're like, okay. Somewhere he acquired the armor, and him going through a story of how he got it. I love the little standoff between them at the beginning when he flat out tells him to take it off, or they're about to fight. And then seeing the dragon, I don't know, how do you pronounce that? Crate dragon? That is a word that, I see it on a screen or I read it, but I never actually hear it. Crate dragon? Can't remember how they say it. As someone who loves KOTOR is my favorite Star Wars game of all time. That's a huge moment for me. Although I didn't realize that the dragons were like grabloids and that they are the worms in Dune. That's really what they remind me of, the worms in Dune. I love Dune. That they burrowed underground like that. I never caught that they burrowed underground like that. That's pretty interesting. And that thing looks monstrous. It just looks like a mouth with teeth with a little bit of a body attached. Definitely looks more terrifying than in KOTOR. I loved the little homage to KOTOR when they tried to lure it out of the cave and bomb it on its underside. That's straight out of KOTOR. I've done that mission many times in KOTOR. So that's a nice little nod to that. I really appreciated that. I love how the episode and how the series has portrayed the Tusken Raiders. We really get to see a different side of them. And we actually get to see them as people. Instead of just, savages, murderers, all that kind of thing. We actually kind of get to see their society and how they function and watch them communicate with them. So that's pretty neat. I enjoy that. I like kind of fleshing out established races in Star Wars, or established characters. So that's pretty neat. I enjoy that. The choreographing of everything is really nice. I love when they're fighting the monster and everything. That whole bit when it survives the initial blast, they're actually having to fight it. It's going in and out of the ground, the rocks. It's really neat. It's a really good episode. It's a great way to start the season. And right at the end when he rides off and we see that figure watching him, that's also really neat. And I'm hoping we get more of that in the season. We see more of that character we see right at the last second. I would love to get more of that. I'm actually quite excited about that. So I really loved the first episode. The second episode is not as good, but it's hard to match that first episode. That first episode's really, really good. And so the second episode would have been hard to match to begin with. It seems more of a filler episode. It's not bad. I love the bit, where he's talking to the X-Wing pilots and then doing the maneuvers into the ice and the ice, because that's kind of my luck, landing and then the ice falling. That's kind of my luck right there. The little frog lady doesn't really impress me. I think she's realized really well as a character, and I love how she, the way she's designed and the effects they use to bring her to life is done really well. And I love how she uses the droid to communicate with her, to translate. That's pretty nifty. But I don't really think much of her. I love how Baby Yoda keeps eating the eggs. Yes, I actually think that's funny. I'm not one of these morons that gets offended by it. God, I hate these fucking people. You ever met someone who's too stupid to have an opinion? Just out of curiosity, have you ever met someone that's just too stupid to have an opinion? I have. And anytime I hear something about people are outraged that Baby Yoda's eating eggs, I really wish their parents' medical coverage had covered abortions. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think in 2020, people just aren't happy. Some people just aren't happy unless they're bitching about something. So they find the stupidest little thing to complain. It's a TV show, for God's sakes. It's a freaking TV show. Get over it. That's a funny scene. That's hilarious. It's meant to be comedy. I'm intelligent enough to get that it's comedy. I don't know. But, yeah, I get really annoyed when I hear people complaining about stupid crap like that when there's way more important things to be concerned about in 2020. Moving along. I also like the fact that the Baby Yoda is the one who wakes up the spiders when he eats the little spider egg and they all wake up. The spiders are pretty neat. I like the way they're realized better in the art than in the actual episode. I love when it shows the art in the credits, how it has all the red eyes on them. I kind of wish they'd looked the way they did in the original art, the storyboard art. Because to me that looks spookier and scarier. I still think they're realized pretty decently, and I love when they're having to run back to the ship. That's pretty neat. And then when they try to take off and the big one lands on it, that's pretty cool. And then the fact the X-Wing pilots show up and help him, and it's all because they let him go because he saved the other rebel, a pilot? Back in the episode with the prison break. I love the continuity there. The fact that they remember that, they know who he is. And since he was nice enough to help them, they kind of let him go. They, kind of give him a pass. I like that. Again, the episode's kind of forgettable, honestly, compared to most of the episodes in the series. But I still liked it for what it was. I didn't dislike it by any means. Episode 3, again, we get back to a really good episode. I don't watch Rebels, so I'm familiar with the Mandalorian female that Katie plays, Bo-Katan. I can't pronounce her name. I don't really care for Clone Wars and Rebels much, the TV shows. But Bo-Katan, I don't know how you say her name. But I get she was a big popular character in those animated universes. So to see her realized in live action with Katie playing her, since Katie voiced her, and I like Katie a lot as an actress. I liked the remake of Battlestar Galactica. I prefer the original, but I liked the remake, at least until it went off the rails toward the end. But I liked Katie in it. She was a great Starbuck. So it was nice to see her back. I enjoy, more than anything, I think I enjoyed that this episode kind of explained why some Mandalorians can remove their helmets without a problem and some Mandalorians can't. Like, for instance, the Mandalorian himself, why he's always wears his, why that's his creed. The fact that it delves into that and explains these two different branches of Mandalorians and their different beliefs and why Katie's can remove their helmets without issues. And the fact when they first do, he's like, "You're not Mandalorian." That's pretty neat. And I think it really ties into me all the way back to KOTOR 2, when Mandalore keeps his helmet on in it. He never takes his outfit off. So I always wondered if that derived from him, 3,000 years, 4,000 years in the past. So if so, that's a neat little tie-in with KOTOR that I like, because I love the KOTOR games. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed episode 3 a lot. I liked the action, the choreography is really good. I love the fight scenes. Man, Stormtrooper armor really sucks. That is one of my main gripes. I don't understand the point of wearing the armor when it doesn't stop anything. Unless it's, they're wearing the helmets and the armor to create a sense of uniformity, strip away the individuality, kind of have everybody moving as a unit instead of a person. That I get. And plus, your enemies don't see a face, they just see a mask. So I get it from a mental standpoint, but you think they'd have better armor than that. But I love Mando's Beskar armor, because he deflects quite a few shots in that one scene when he's running in with the grenades. So episode 3 is really good. I really liked it. I like the fact we got to see more of the Moff. I can't remember his name. The guy who has the Darksaber, we got to see him in the holograph. The guy who was playing the commander of the unit trying to crash the ship, I liked him. He had some balls on him, I'll give him that. He didn't mind dying for what he believed in. So, yeah, I liked episode 3. Like episode 1, there was a lot of action going on in it. It also had some nice emotional beats. I love that bit when the ship is about to land and it just flips into the water. That's pretty funny. And the fact we're on Admiral Akbar's home planet. You know, I don't think I've ever actually seen it before. So it's kind of nice, as a nice little nod to that, to actually get a chance to see it visually. That's pretty neat. So yeah, I've enjoyed the season so far. First episode was really good. Second episode was kind of forgettable, but not bad by any means. It was all right. Third episode was really good. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we go from here. I'll try to do a review up of episode 4. I don't really go into details about the story. I just kind of cover overall what I think of the episode. Anyway, that's what I think of Mandalorian Season 2 so far. I'm really enjoying it. Also about the controversy about the female Mandalorians chest plate armor. Really? Seriously? The fact that it's been out. Look, if I was a female and had boobs, I'd want my chest armor to accommodate me too. Like, are people actually complaining about the chest armor? Seriously? These are more people that need to be drug out in the woods and disemboweled with a wooden spoon. As George Carlin would put it. I don't know. I hate people who complain about stupid shit. Seriously? We have way more important problems in today's world to have to deal with, and I have to listen to people online complaining about stupid crap like that. Who cares? Who cares? Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm sorry I haven't done a video in a while. I've been very burned out on Star Wars because the sequel trilogy sucked, and it's just kind of put me off Star Wars. I haven't bought any new lightsabers lately. I am still answering questions. I still have people ask questions on the videos all the time about saber stuff. I always answer those. I'm always checking the channel in case anybody needs anything. Anyway, thank you for watching. Check out my other channel. That's the one I've really been focused on lately. My other sci-fi channel. It's called Another Sci-Fi Guy. Mostly I cover Doctor Who, but I talk about other stuff as well. And that's actually where I've been the past few months. I've been really working on growing that channel because Doctor Who's one of my two favorite sci-fi franchises, Babylon 5 and Doctor Who. So I've really been focused on that more lately. So check that out. And don't forget to click the like button, click the subscribe button, and most importantly, thank you for watching.